All right, I want to go over some use cases for these NOCO extension cables. I think you'll find a few interesting and useful cases that I'll present here. Anyway, let me go ahead and get going with that. So use case number one is going to be a weak battery on a vehicle. In this case, it's this old garden tractor that we have. The battery's seen better days. It's still in good condition, but it does have a tendency to draw down when it's parked for a long period of time. So we're just going to do a quick charge on this thing, and we're going to keep the charger inside the shed. All right, so I've got the charger cables. Obviously, it's not connected. Well, before I do something dumb, let's get the right ones on the right terminals. Let me get the extension cable. And what we'll do is get it connected. It has a protector. One of the nice things about the NOCO cables, and these are specifically made for NOCO, is that they have this interlock here, and they also have, looks like dual O-rings, actually a rubber gasket to keep it sealed. So once we put this together, it's going to stay together, and it's going to be sealed from the elements. I'll still close up the hood while it's charging though. Alright, so now that we've got that connected, we've got this inside the shed. Same thing on this end. Can only put these one way as far as polarity is concerned. It's locked in place. I'll plug this in to start the charge sequence. And it automatically went to 12 volts. And it's charging. So as you can see, that battery is weak. It does need a charge. So now we'll let it sit here. We'll close the door. This will be protected from the elements. I'll close the hood. Let's back up and give you a shot of what the whole setup looks like. So you can see the setup here. Tractor's out maybe, I don't know, 8 feet away from the shed, and it's connected with 10-foot cable to the connector. We could probably extend it a little more. We could actually connect both of those cables together if we needed to, and to get a little bit extra room if the tractor was further away. So we'll let this sit, probably take a couple hours, and come back and check the battery status. Alright, so we've got a full charge. We're back at the tractor, the NOCO 10. Just put a full charge on it. We'll disassemble this, put it back to normal, and go on to the next use case. All right, the second use case is going to be this tractor's mid-restoration. One of the things we found out about it is that it doesn't charge the battery. It'll get it running, but the voltage drops, so it's actually running off the battery. So the restoration's in process. Here's the NOCO 1, but this cord obviously is not long enough, so that's better. And these are the clamps from the NOCO 1. Can you pass me one of those? Do the same thing here. Oh, wrong end. They are polarized and the lock is on one end. And still will not reach. So what we'll do is we'll hook up 2 extension cords. Again, these are weatherproof. It's got a good lock on it. I'm going to connect the NOCO 1 to the extension cord. Then I'm going to plug it in. So at this point we've got plenty of cord. I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. And I don't know if you caught that, but it flashed. And it is in charge mode right now. And we'll always have a good fresh charge on that battery. Alright, so it's been a few hours and we're back at the project tractor and it looks like it's fully charged. We're just going to leave this connected, and that way it'll be in maintenance mode, and it'll do a few things: desulfate the battery if it needs it, and also keep a charge on it. So this is a great way to do that, especially since that tractor's not close enough to the shed to do a direct connection. Using those extension cables is a lifesaver. So here's a use case that you're probably familiar with, especially if you're watching my channel. You parked the car, you left the light on, the radio's on, something's on that shouldn't have been on, and the battery's drained down. Car might start, might not, but you'd rather play it safe, and you want to put a charger on it just to make sure that when you need it, it will be charged. So I'm going to go ahead and get this connected to the battery. Then we're going to connect one of the extension cords. And we're going to walk this back, and I think we're going to connect another extension cord. In this case, we happen to be close enough to a boat that we'll use the boat as protected cover. I imagine that in most cases you'd probably be parked next to a garage or a shed or some other structure where you could put the your NOCO Genius charger in. So in this case, we'll use the boat. Alright, so we're going to connect this up. Now, I do have a NOCO charger in the boat for the boat batteries, but not really applicable for this use case, although it would have been neat. We'll connect this up. Alright, it's in charge mode. We'll come back in a while, take a look at this, and see if it's got a charge in the battery or not. But before we do that, let me give you a kind of a view of the whole layout. Alright, so we actually have the boat under the shelter. There's a canopy over the boat to help protect it. So the charger itself will be protected. And this is what the whole layout looks like. Got 20 feet of cable. Truck's parked, I guess, around 15 feet away. And it's connected to the battery, so we should be able to come back in a little while and see how the charge is going. Alright, so we're back at the truck battery and the charger, the NOCO Genius charger, sitting in the boat, and it's got a full charge. Right now it's in maintenance mode. That little green flashing light means it's gonna keep the battery maintained as long as it's hooked up. All right, so you've seen some of the use cases that we've come up with. I'm sure you can come up with more. If you do, put them in the comments, man. Maybe we'll do some more videos. Probably not, but I would definitely like to see your feedback. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, hit share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.